Asus has always really been huge on quality. They don't really make bad things. I mean, even the low-end stuff they make, like the Zenfone 3 Max, is actually pretty high spec. So this is the Zenbook Flip, and we're just going to do a little bit of touring around and see what this thing has to offer. So you have a fan on the side, a USB volume up and down, and a power button. On the other side here is where most of the fun stuff happens. This is the micro USB, the USB-C, 3.5mm headphone jack, USB, a full HDMI, and a DC charger. That's really, really cool. Looking on the back of the device, you do have two speakers right here, and they're not really obstructed by the laying on a flat surface because you see they're raised with these little feet. So that's really cool when it comes to playing sound because it doesn't actually deteriorate the quality of the sound. You also have a fan there. Now the beauty of this one is it has a hinge, and when you open and close this, it is super strong. So as you open this up, you see you can open it right up and twist it right around, and that hinge is really high quality. It's high strength. It's a full metal, of course. It's not a plastic build. Keyboard is very nice. Keys aren't too high. They're actually very low profile, as you can see here from this shot. And it has a very accurate trackpad. The trackpad has both soft tap, of course, physical buttons, and a fingerprint unlock. Like most of their phones have a fingerprint sensor, fingerprint scanner that will allow you to lock and unlock your device on the fly. You don't have a numpad over here because it isn't a very long device, but you do have Harman Kardon sound, which is pretty high quality. It is name brand, so that's up for interpretation as to whether you think that's high end or not. You of course have these 4 rubber stoppers that allow you the screen to lay above the keyboard so nothing makes contact. The quality of this is very nice. Everything is aluminum on it, so it is super light but super strong. So as you can see, the quality of this up close, there is a nice little flake in the paint, so it gives it a nice shine when you shine the light on it, and it is a gunmetal color. Typing on this is very nice. No, I don't type well, although, yeah, see right there, I missed it, and that's where I'll stop. So this thing does have a very nice keyboard. It's very crisp the way you click all the keys. It's very precise. Nothing requires you to push the keys in or out too much. So, and obviously this is new age technology. We're not going to see any lagging or catching up or anything like you do on e-ink screens, for example. That was just some copyright footage of copyright-free, free-to-use footage of some drone activity over, I guess, that place. I don't really know, but the colors are very rich. You can see the blues are blue, the greens are green. It's not a very washed out feeling. Also, if you look at this, the bezels are so small for a laptop. They were saying this has nano bezel technology, which it doesn't go edge to edge, of course, because you need some sort of structural rigidity for the screen, but it is a good screen to body ratio, so to speak. I must note the reflectivity of the screen is huge on this device. They didn't do a whole lot to tone it down, and we've seen devices even back in 2014 like the Google Nexus 7 where it was almost like they put something on the screen to tone down the reflectivity, but this is like extreme. Being an Asus device, they always preload their devices with lots of stuff, and it's not really intrusive stuff, but it is there. So you do have battery health charging on this one, for example, just some proprietary ways you can monitor your battery life. You also have an Asus folder that has Asus Hello, Install, Live Update, and Splendid Utility. We're not going to go through all those, but just to show you, there's not a whole lot of bloatware and stuff that's preloaded, but there is you're always going to find it on Asus products, so it's kind of unavoidable. Yes, you do have a touch screen on here. You can interact with the device completely freely with touchscreen. You can do right clicks, you can personalize your desktop. You don't need to use the trackpad, although you do have it, so it does give you that computery type feeling. But this is kind of the new age of, you know, two-in-ones kind of thing. Basically, the huge selling features of this is the fact that the hinges are very, very good. We've seen a lot of devices where the hinge is in the center and the device opens up and swivels on a single hinge like that. This one doesn't swivel, but it does flip right around, and these hinges are extremely important in that, and you're going to be opening and closing this a lot. And I can tell you on some of my other products, my Acer shipping laptop and stuff like that, that the hinges wear out, so it is very good to have from the get-go high quality materials in your devices. The screen also, of course, nano bezel, as I mentioned, so the screen to body ratio is very tiny. It's a very compact shell, this whole thing. It's fully built out of aluminum, so it's high-end. I mean, Asus doesn't really make a whole lot of low-end stuff, so they've really pride themselves on the high-end products. So this is just a quick little update on the hardware side of things, because we only showed reading last time, and everyone's like, oh, why you show reading on a laptop? And I said, well, this was sent to us. What do you want me to show on it? StarCraft? No, man. Anyways, for GoodReader.com, this is Peter, and a hardware kind of a extension video or an annex review of the first one we did of the Asus Zenbook Flip. This is Peter.